Sports. It's in the game.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. For my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sickness. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, got a game a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop your bag, sass? I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Now I'm afraid of the dark. There ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive.
Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as we get right back to it in the third quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing is Hurts, buying time to his left. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Eagles send out their punter now in punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10. And Thomas has it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. McCarthy operating from the gun. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. To the air with McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jalen Carter breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they'll throw in McCarthy. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up real short of the first at about the 21. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Since birth, I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding I'm one in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm one in a million. One in a million. Brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm one in a million. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm one in a million. One in a million. Just don't stop. One in a million. One in a million.
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Division. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First play and a first pass for Cousins. And complete to Drake London. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Still on his feet. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll throw again. Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6-0 our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He got 29 yards that time.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best players yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The throw over the middle taken in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Hurts eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Second and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC division. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. Busts through the tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Hurts flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. The 20, 10. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. First down. Here's Cousins. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Cousins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 7.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing, Cousins. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now Cousins.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Safe back at the 38.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
And pass complete to Moore.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Cousins on first down. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Cousins again. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Rondale Moore from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. This is caught. Touchdown. Albert O. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A first down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Second down, Cousins. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
A leap in. He's got it. He got it.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Again, it's Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front. And it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. One last shot now for Cousins. And this is going to be caught. So a defensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux. That phone for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The bay watch the women. I got go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They clear that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey,
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Championship game. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Brown now to return it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be... Taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Hurts. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Prescott now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Pushing his way through. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Good For a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. To the air again, Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. Taking it right down Broadway. He's still on his feet, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Prescott. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception. Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. Second down, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Throw pulled in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A run. Here's Lipke. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's second down and 5. Inside give to Elliott. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They go play action with Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. In motion, that's Tolbert. They'll run here with Lipke. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Fourth quarter, holding on to a lead. Fullback carry, 3 or 4 yards. I guess that's what you're looking for.
And it just brings back memories for me because I remember my coaches in this situation. I remember one time my head coach into his headset telling the offensive coordinator, I want the big boy carrying the ball. And that's what you have in this spot. Him covering up on the ball, taking care of it, and grinding out yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has completion-wise way up. Not that time. Touchdown!